All right, babies, it is 9 o'clock p.m. Central or 6 a.m. Central, winding down your Venus and Neptune ruled or Shun venerated. Thank goddess it's Friday. Getting into your Saturn-ruled Esu venerated Saturnday on 222.9 the Mothership. And we got a reset at the Crossroads. So this 7-11, let's get energetically prepared for tomorrow. If you want to see the full video episode, then hit the links in the description box for the full video episode of tonight's cosmic weather forecast. And if you're too busy to watch and just need to listen, there is a player right there on the Facebook page where you can beam up, tune in, and jam out. If you are watching this from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, or LinkedIn, the link is in my profile. So come on if you're coming, and let's get aligned for this July 11th, 2026. Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje to Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekale if you are catching this in the evening time. Ekara if you are catching this in the early morning's rise. Iba Olodumare, we give thanks to the Almighty God, and I honor your Ori. I honor your ancestors, your Orishas, and your spirit guides for leading you here tonight. As always, I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo. And now your 9 o'clock p.m. or 6 a.m. cosmic weather forecast for July 11th, 2026. And we got some reset energy on the daily numerology as it is set on a 1. And what this can mean is that every choice is very important, don't get me wrong, but some choices you might make today are pertaining to new beginnings in your life. So don't make any rash choices that might rearrange things you don't want to. Just saying. It is the third Saturday of summer solstice and of moonchild season, and tonight the moon is waning in house 3 crescent in Gemini. So this is a good moon to work out things with your dualities and banish things that are keeping your spirit and your dark side out of harmony. Ashe? All right. In the Yoruba days of the week, it is Ojo Abameta, or Day of 3 Resolutions, for those of us that live the Orisha life. So make sure that you pull 3 things that you need to deal with and get those lined up in your goals next week so we can make steady progress. And in general spirituality, if you are a Saturn or an Aquarius, Saturdays are your turn-up day of the week every week because it's the day ruled by Saturn, and that rules y'all's planetary house, one by all and the other one by half. We are getting close to the end of Moonchild season's second decan, which is between the 2nd and the 12th. And that makes you Moonchild babies actually half Scorpio. You know what they say, still waters run deep. And the Kemetic way of the stars aligns with this by placing you in the house of Anubis, which means you are naturally, naturally deeply intuitive. And deeply intuitive naturally, you can see through things, you can see things below the surface. You are a natural empath, so make sure that you don't pick up on other people's stuff and carry it around too long. Ashe? And in the 12 figures of African spirituality zodiac system, we are in the season of the witch and the judge, and that makes you a fire sign. And here's a little bit more zodiac draw snitching for you. If you were born on July 11th, yours is a sunny, radiant disposition. And your charming personality wins you many true and loyal friendships. You have good judgment and self control, and you like pleasant surroundings and create pleasant atmosphere in the most unpromising environments. You have a sincere love, and your home life will be ideal. Alrighty then. All right, other 11 zodiac houses, haterades, not alkaline. Make sure you are showing all of the moonchild babies some love as they turn up in their season. And while you're at it, learn about the moonchild that lives in you. That's right. Break out your natal chart. Study your placements of house 4, your season of the moonchild, and the sign of the moonchild. And that's how you learn how to work with that energy in you. And if you need some help understanding these things, give me a call on the Mothership's Mentorship and Guidance Hotline at 314-200-0368. I'll be right back with my planetary retrograde report. This is 222.9 The Mothership, radio for the cosmos. And this is your 9 o'clock p.m. or 6 o'clock a.m. cosmic weather forecast.
Did you enjoy the sweet taste of the honey, love, and war paint from my sacred gourd of wisdom? Then you may want to meet me at the Crossroads tomorrow to make sure you do the right thing with it. You're not afraid, are you? Ashe.
That's www.poeticallymuse.org/Jesters intersection.
And we are back. Okay, so what is today, the 11th? Okay, we got 16 days. 16 days. 16 days until Saturn busts the moonwalk in the house of Aries, making planetary retrograde number 4. So right about now, we still 3 planets on the retrograde dance floor, and Pluto got this party started on the 6th of May in Aquarius, coming out on October 15th. Okay, and Pluto is the planet of regeneration, transformation, minding your taboos. And for those of us that live the Orisha life, this is connected to Oya and Orunmila energy. And how so? Well, Pluto is a planet of transformation. There's Oya's middle name. It begins the galaxy we don't know about and ends the one that we do. And Oya does guard the realm between the land of the living and the ancestral unknown. But this isn't any ordinary transformation. Pluto is a planet of regeneration, rebirthing the higher level of self through minding your taboos. And if you sat with Orunmila, you know a thing or three about taboos. If you are a Scorpio or an Aquarius, baby, this one's going to quack your duck a little more than the other 10 houses because it's your planet that's doing the dancing. And Aquarius, this is your house that it came to dance in. Now, how do we blend all this down to a smoothie we can drink, right? Pluto's retrograde is very subtle. It's about subtleties. Paying attention to the little things that make the big differences. Because in the spirit world, what's large is small. What's small is large. Okay? So that's how we get that going. And when you embrace your innermost transformations, by default, you will close old chapters and rearrange old patterns into things that fit your future self. Ashe? All right. We are still in Mercury retrograde number 2 of 2026, and Mercury busted the moonwalk on June 29th, in the house of the moon child, coming out on the 23rd of July. And this isn't an ordinary retrograde. This brings back a lot of emotional things that maybe you need to make peace with. Sometimes the universe tests you with old emotional traumas and things like that to see if how much you've healed from it, how much work you have to go, if there's anything else you need to assess or learn. Mercury is the planet of intellect, communications, dualities, and technology. And those of us that live the Orisha life, you want to connect this to Esu, Ogun, if you don't want your technology to glitch. If you are a Gemini or a Virgo or a moon child, then this retrograde is going to quack your duck a little more than the other 9 houses, because these are y'all's 2 ruling planets and the house it came to play in. So be mindful of all those estranged relationships that return. They're just pop quizzes from the universe to see if you're ready to make peace and move on, or if you need to take another class in a lesson you've already graduated from. Ashe? All right. I think most of y'all are going to pass the divine test anyway, because Neptune just went into retrograde on the 7th in the house of Aries. So when the planet of deep spirituality retrogrades in Aries, that's going to bring about a lot of spiritual upheaval, especially for you negative, nefarious, witchy poo babies that's been playing on the wrong damn side of the crossroad. But anyways, I digress. Neptune is the planet of dreams, divine compassion, ideals, higher spirituality. And if you are about that Orisha life, Olokun is the planet to connect with. And in general spirituality, if you are a Pisces or an Aries, this is going to quack your duck a little more than the other 10 zodiac houses. And that's some ending and beginning energy there. I like it. And we're going to be here until December 12th. So be mindful of the difference between divine alignment and illusion. All spirits are talking, and all of them ain't clean. So be mindful of who you're talking to out there, from in the head and in the heart. Stay grounded in righteousness. Make sure you pay close attention to your dreams. Avoid escapism and vices. And most importantly, honor your intuition, especially granted that Aries is about the head. Procrastination isn't your friend anyway, because we're on the fire horse until 2027. So kick procrastination's natural grass out your door and jump on it, whatever it is, now. Don't start anything new, though. Not until after Mercury retrograde. Just saying. What else? Chiron went into Taurus on Juneteenth. And my spirit is just compelled to give you a reminder of that, because Chiron is the planet of the wounded healer. And with the wounded healer being in the house of Taurus, that's bringing in a lot of divine abundance for those that have been long suffering for righteousness' sake. So be open to receive. There's my planetary retrograde report. You can always check for your placements of these planets in your natal charts to get a deeper perspective. And of course, if you need some help understanding these things, give me a call on the Mothership's Mentorship and Guidance Hotline at 314-200-0368. I am iiYansaje Muse, the radio for the cosmos this is, and you are listening to 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. .9, the Mothership Internet Radio celebrates 5 years on the airwaves. On 2/22, February 22nd, we celebrate 7 old school music rotations dedicated to the preservation of the musical genius of our ancestors. We've been spinning the rare cuts, pulling the jewels off the B-sides, and feeding your soul 7 different ways. And these planetary rotations are aligned with the daily ruling planets and the 7 main Orisha. We celebrate 5 years of spiritual teachings, highlights of special artists, cosmic ear hustles with everyday people, and everyday cosmic weather forecasts. We celebrate infusions with DJ Black Ice. We celebrate 5 years of wisdom sharing, building, and soul feeding groove. So if you have been enjoying the music, the mystics, and the mojo, then use the links in the description box of this video to show your support to 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio, whether it be a singular donation or make it a monthly thing. No amount is too great or small, so let's come together as one cosmic nation under the groove and keep 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio on the air for years to come. Celebrating 5 years. Ashe. Thank you for joining me for this cosmic weather forecast. Certainly hope you gain some things that will help you have a divinely aligned Esu blessed Saturday. Make the right choices so he can hand you the right sets of keys. If you're listening at the 9 o'clock hour, then stay tuned for the sensual and melodic Mothers of Song and Veneration to Oshun. Now, in some Orisha traditions, Oshun's day is Saturday, so you can work there as well. If you're listening at the 6 a.m. hour, stay tuned for the Rising Bimbe to Eshu before bringing you Crossroads stories as told through classic hip-hop. Remember this, babies. The sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind, your ass will follow. This is 222.9, The Mothership. Beam up.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves. 222.9, The Mothership. Beam up.